All right, go.
Good evening. Welcome to round two of Sectional 35. Here we are live at Newton Park, Lakeville, Indiana. All right, we are here, and the teams are walking out, and we have Argos Dragons, Lady Dragons versus the Lady Lancers.
Pretty exciting game for the Argos Dragons last night. LaVille Lancers able to handle their first round match a little more easily. And the Argos match, you just feel it impending the whole time. But Pregame did a good job of putting up what they could for as long as they could. But eventually, the better team won.
Yeah, well, it was a very close match, and it came up to the final minute of play. So we're going to have national anthem go real quick. Oh, well, we've lost sound there.
It should be okay.
There we go. Nothing. Nope. Well, here we go. We think we're going to...
this thing in and out a little bit.
There you go. There it is.
It's a bad jack.
There we go.
It's got to be in just the right spot.
All right.
The other one gives bad feedback, so we've just been using that one and playing with it till it works.
There we go. All right. We're getting ready for the lineups here. They're going through their announcements. So,
Again, I'm curious. I don't, and then Coach, you probably know better than I do, following the Dragons. Have these two teams played this year?
yes, they have played once. Outcome was 3-1 in favor of the Lady Dragons.
Yeah.
And last year, LaVille beat the Lady Dragons and knocked them out. So that was in the championship game. And I think that was the Lady Lancers' second ever sectional title. So
Exciting.
yeah, so it'll be a good matchup today once again. So the Lady Dragons are going to be wanting a little bit of revenge.
Yeah. Well, I expect not only will this be a well-contested soccer match, but I think it's going to be a good treat for the fans as both teams really, from what I saw last night, are really press the action kind of teams, and that's always makes for fun whatever sport you're watching.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit probably more intense, even though the Lady Lions definitely battled hard.
Yeah.
And they had the passing of their trainer, and they were really using that as inspiration, and they played a great game. But for me, with this group, both teams, it's going to be a little bit difficult. I mean, I've coached travel soccer for Argos FC, and I've had a lot of players from LaVille, more even on last year's team, and then plenty of the girls here from Argos and Bremen and John Glenn, all the local areas. So every year it seems to be harder and harder because the girls keep leaving the program.
Yeah, definitely.
but you like to see them move on to the next level. And there is a ton of talent out here on the pitch this evening.
Well, and again, a couple, as you mentioned, with all the travel soccer, a couple communities with a long-standing soccer tradition, and I was talking to Coach Stevens last or 2 nights ago about with our kids playing soccer and that sort of thing, we have various ages of kids doing the youth soccer, and LaVille and Argos is one we kind of circle in the schedule like, okay, that's going to be a match, because it doesn't matter what age group you're bringing out or what level it is, that these communities take their soccer very seriously.
Well, you bet. I know that you're Culver area, correct?
Yeah,
Yep.
correct.
Say Avong Singh. And,
yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some of my players from.
Yeah.
And even on the boys' side, because I coach with the boys' side of travel soccer, and I'm actually the head coach of Ancilla Men's College. So we're always here, and actually there's a couple college scouts that's out here watching some of the girls.
Exciting.
And there's a lot on the plate tonight, and boy, it's going to be something to watch. I'm really excited, and I just can't wait to see it go. So we got Culver's in the second matchup, correct?
Culver Rochester.
Rochester and. Holder has been phenomenal this year. Going after it. Here she goes. Puts it forward. And it's going to be off of LaVille. Throw in for the Dragons. And they are not wasting any time getting the ball in. Out on Bachman. It'll be a throw in. Turns. Come on. Q puts it up. Goes across. Bachman has it. And be throwing. And Dottle. And the ball's played up to Brenner. Ashton Brenner has it. Puts it square. And that's a great play by the Dragons. It's moved forward. Hampton's applying the pressure, and she's going to take it. She gets it, and he's going to call the foul. And Hampton, Vanderweel. It looks like Morgan Dunlap's going to take a free kick. Waits till they get there. And we're still here and ready to go. All right.
Okay.
So we switched this cord.
I think they got us a little better up there in the camera now, which means the people at home probably have us a little better. I'm going to take this down just a notch then because I had it cranked up.
All right. Shepard battles Vanderweel and plays forward. And both teams are a little playing a little tight, a little nervous, not sure what.
A little bit of a feeling out process.
Yeah, they don't want to. They don't want to risk anything early on.
Yeah, this shows what my expertise brings. Is the exact opposite of what but I expect it'll open up as the game goes on.
Yeah, it should. It should.
About the 10-minute mark, I expect they'll just start playing soccer and get into their flow.
Yeah, right now they're just. No one wants to be the first one to make a silly mistake.
Right.
More so than anything, and now, so they got Stone up top. Kaylee Carlton bounces over. Betts puts it forward. Shepard takes the touch. And there's a good diagonal ball. And the Dragons are really not high pressure at the moment. They're just waiting to see what happens, and they're going to go from there. And that's what waiting to pounce on something. And
yeah, if they had a few more players down, that was almost a miscue there by the Lancer defense.
There it is. Stone has it, runs through it. It's loose. Boffman has it, puts it over to Stone, and it's behind her. And Shelfie Zeiger is going to put it out. Shelfie is one tenacious defender. Brenner puts it in. Dunlap breaks it up.
And they keep control.
Yeah, Betts puts it forward. She wants it diagonal wide, and it's out of bounds. Headed up. And it's a great ball to Laura Stone. Gets a touch on it, and she's going to go to Boffman. Takes it wide herself. Boffman's making a run, and she's going to go past it, and it's tipped out of bounds. Throw in for the Dragons. Taylor Dottle. And Coach Stone's making some quick switches, and he's not happy with the effort.
And it was and I agree with you. There were frequent substitutions last night, though. It was like almost like running hockey lines sometimes out there. They just wanted to keep things moving fast.
Yep. Broke up, shot was blocked, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Dragons. It's a risky version of play. Sometimes it works great, it's fresh, but sometimes they don't have enough time to blend.
Right.
And there's a chance, and it's missed, and nice save by the goalkeeper.
That was one thing that we were able to remark on last night. As many substitutions as Argos was putting out there, that was one thing they did a good job of, coming in, finding their role, communicating immediately on the field who was going where, and getting right back into the rhythm of things.
Well, it's kind of the system he's ran all season, and it can be frustrating at times for parents because they always want to see their kids out there. But you know, it's worked well. And Trumpy here, the freshman, she's going to keep that, and she does. And she's going to challenge and takes that tackle. Now she's going in, turns back, and gets a good ball to Shepard. Shepard takes a nice little touch. Yep, and there's an interfering, and so free kick for the Dragons.
So we started to talk about the LaVille Lancers being pesky, but I got a little too pesky there.
Yep. Well, it was moving her off the ball a little bit. So this is a dangerous one here for Morgan Dunlap. Kaylee Carlton's in the box. This could be a very good opportunity for the Dragons. And it's down low, and it's blocked. And oh, my word! The goalie.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the player, she thought her player directly in front of her was going to hit it, and then she blocked her vision and could not react when it bounced over.
We were just talking today, seventh period today, had one of the Culver ladies soccer players, and they're trying to explain to somebody who's not a soccer person about how you can be a good soccer player and still end up letting stuff like that happen. We're explaining how that once that ball starts bouncing around, and almost slow is worse because you're trying to keep track of it and your players, and that was unfortunate for the Lancers, but obviously very fortunate bounce for the Argos Lady Dragons.
Yeah, it was a good bounce, but the player missed that hit, and therefore the goalkeeper
misjudged it.
She has no chance. By the time that ball passes her body, it's instant reaction, and she's in trouble, and it's really unfortunate for her, but good break for the Dragons. But as they say, if you don't put it on the frame to begin with, you're never going to score. So kudos to Dunlap.
And was that a full miss? It almost looked like it glanced off her top of her thigh and guided that a little different too. I know it was a miscue for sure.
Yeah, it was such a quick ball. Couldn't tell for sure, but yeah. And there's a good play. Switching the fields, keeping on the ground. Shepard goes back the other way, and LaVille breaks it up. And there's a good ball forward. Can Stone run onto it? Touches out wide.
Curious to see if this adjusts the sense of urgency for LaVille here.
Well, it's there's two ways it's going to play. It's going to turn the urgency in, or it's going to shut them down to where it's going to kind of kill them already. And we're going to see how they react. But they're some tough players, so I'm sure it's going to be. Shelfie, Zeiger puts it out. Great play. Hampton's got plenty of time. Gets it to Dunlap. Dunlap fakes, and she's fouled.
Yeah. Good show of sportsmanship there. Both girls, not much said. They just looked at each other like, hey, we know that was
good to go.
No malice intended.
Yep. Well, she's going to probably want to get this one in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And she does. And it's up in the air. Can somebody get there?
Pop that right in.
Oh, and Shepard. Quick roll out. Here comes the Dragons. They're going to try to shut it down. And they do. And the great left from Hampton, and Trump's got to run on the goal. Turns it. And she's getting help from Dunlap and puts it back. Zeiger. And there's Trump, freebie, and Shelfie, and that should be a goal kick, and it's off of Argos, and it's a great call.
Well done.
All right, couple subs for the Dragons. Comes in Vanderweel and Boffman. Out goes Shepard and Stone.
And as they're bringing these subs, and you talked earlier about Coach wanting to have a certain way that he's doing things, moving people in and out, and the girls, to their credit, have done a good job buying in. There was a couple times I saw them call for, hey, I knowing we're supposed to be running as fast as we can, I'm a little low on gas. I need to get out, get a splash, and get back in. And that's trust in not only coaching, but coaching trust in the players that they're aware of their bodies and trying to do what's best to make the team as successful as possible.
Yeah, they're an unselfish group, but then so they understand. Hey, girls, they tend to run out of gas a little quicker. But their game is typically more technical at times, especially at the youth age.
Right.
Boys rely on athleticism.
Absolutely.
And that's just the nature of the sport. So, but, Allen puts it wide over to Hampton. Hampton takes a touch, goes over to Vanderweel. Vanderweel misses.
Miscue there.
Yeah, and throw in for Lady Lancers. And Morgan Dunlap gets it. She has a little bit of time. And she goes through, and it's directed. Here comes Boffman, 1v1. And it's going to go in, and Trumpy scores it. Wow. And that's 2 for the Dragons.
Wow.
Great through ball from Morgan, and Boffman gets it around the keeper. And
seems like, unfortunately for LaVille, they're kind of going that other way. They even on the throw-in, they didn't have like a lot of bounce. It's kind of
basically since the goal.
Yeah,
it's not even when they kicked off. It's not been past midfield.
Right.
And the pressure has been on, and now they are down 2-0 and facing some drastic numbers to try to come back. The sun's in their eyes. It's not helping things right now. So let's see if the girls can turn it around.
And again, LaVille was down early to North Miami yesterday, but North Miami girls played their butts off, but not the program that Argos is. Argos knows, a little better how to maintain a lead and how to play with a lead.
Yeah, it's they're going to have to be composed and not overreact, not press too high. And we are lucky down in Argos where, and Culver's been in the program a long time. And, with CMA also right there in the neighborhood. So they understand what it takes to battle through. And but sometimes it's just the plain sheer strength of the players. And here's a good ball forward, and that's just a little too direct. But from Vanderweel. But, LaVille has really come on. They are a tenacious program. Head coach there, second year now, and he's done a very good job. But it's going to be a big shoes to fill to get through a 2-0 deficit early on in the game. And Coach Stone, he'll have Peyton Betts, who has the ball right now. He's going to have her play deeper so he can prevent any of the through balls or long ones.
Right.
So the fans are kind of calling for wanting a foul there, but she's maintaining possession. She has the shield, and she can keep that.
And the LaVille fans probably having some frustration too, as they're sensing that this game is getting out of hand. And
yeah, so
as far as and I hope for Argos' sake too, these frontline girls, while Argos wants to be a little more careful defensively, you don't want to get too careful all over and continue to keep some pressure on. Don't want to give LaVille any hope here.
Yep. So Stone's up, loses the tackle. That's a good challenge. And Gabby Allen's going to take it and ask Vanderbilt to make the run, and she gives her the ball and puts it through. And now Trump's going to battle. And Trump is a freshman, and she is absolutely tenacious.
She's fast, too.
Yep. Has it. Smart. Good control on it. Drops it back over. Gabby Allen, senior, puts it over to Vanderbilt. Back in, and that's a great ball if she's turning and running to it.
Yep.
And Laura Stone going to apply the pressure, and she does take it and immediately switches over to Burkholder so they can get it out of pressure. Ball up in an angle. And Dottle's going to come away with it. Here's a quick cross. Boffman goes through two. Shot, and it's saved. Great save.
Yeah, good job. Good job by the keeper there.
And Hampton's going to step up, run through it, and she gets the ball. Goes to Boffman, and a heavy touch, but she battles back and gets it. Shoulder to shoulder, and that's just good physical play. And she gets through another one. And there's a great tackle. And Burkholder comes through. Here comes Kayla Carlton. And now Lancers has a chance to push it forward. Brenner plays it great wide to Gorka. And Burkholder, the senior, able to strengthen out the freshman.
Pops that out, give defense a chance to get reset here. First time in a while, LaVille's been past the circle.
Yeah. Battles, and it's going to relinquish the goal kick for the Dragons. Good defensive play. All right, Peyton Betts going to take it. They're not wasting any time, but puts it right back into the Lancers. Stone comes back, strips it away. Boffman's going to get it. Going to lead Trump, and she does. Trump, and it hits off of her. Good play by Shelfie to get away.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's going to go. And Zeiger's going to hit it up the line, and that's a great ball forward. Stone takes her time, drops it to Hampton. Hampton across the field. Here comes LaVille. Broke up by Dottle. Good ball forward, broke up by Burkholder. And it's going to go out of bounds for Lancers throw-in. Well, not exactly the scoreline I expected.
Yeah.
This early.
Yeah, if you told me the final was 2-0, I thought that's believable, but we're just now at the 16th minute, so.
Yeah, it's a and there's a miss hit, and Trumpy, look at the pressure on Trump. And she plays wide, Shelfie, and here comes Vanderbilt. She's going to get there, and it's a nice play forward by LaVille. And that's great work by Hampton.
Yeah, everything difficult. Difficult for LaVille right now.
You got to contest everything, and that's good physical play. Ball's forward, broke up. Stone hits it from Brenner. Burkholder plays it wide, and it's going to be throwing for the Lancers again.
Right back to LaVille's side here. Having a hard time again getting across midfield.
Well, Coach Stone was probably on them, telling them, hey, you got to pressure high. Don't allow them to have time to do anything. And so far, it's worked very well. Here comes Allen. Fakes, goes square. Dottle back in the center. Missed by LaVille. Here comes Vanderbilt. She takes a touch forward, and she turns it back. Gets it in the middle. Trumpy misses it.
Wow.
Oh, my word. That would have been a golden opportunity. Dottle, one touch, puts it back in the center. She had time to take a touch and settle, but tries to go quick. Kayla Carlton's all over Brenner. She's been a quality player for the last 4 years of the program at LaVille, so they're going to be marking her pretty heavily. I think she's leading scorer for the season this year for the Lady Lancers. Now here comes Trump.
Here. A little burst. It's a little too fast on the roll there.
Shelfie shields correctly to not allow any shots from Trump.
Good stop there.
Yep. So many players turn back towards the pressure, and it really hurts them. Stone's going to battle, try to keep it in possession, and it's out of bounds. And it's going to be LaVille's throw-in.
Throw, yeah.
Miss hit. Trump.
There's a chance here.
She's up there already. Makes a good little move. Tries to cut through the second one and is unable. Gabby Allen with a good tackle.
A good steady defense there by LaVille, not allowing that to be as easy as it might have been.
Stone cuts through two, and she's going to take a chance, and it's down low and saved by the keeper. Another shot on goal by the Lady Dragons. Brenner takes a touch, heads it forward, and there's Vanderwill with the breakup. Kaylee Carlton. Good shield by Gabby Allen, and she splits it. It's broke up. Burkholder going to have time to settle. Looks, plays it right into the LaVille player. But she's going to battle through and take it back. And that's a good play by Betts. Subs are in.
Maybe just the first or second Lancer sub I've seen.
Yeah. Well, the size of the team is a little bit less, so they're forced to do with what they have, and they only have a couple subs compared to abundance there. That
was one of the big differences in the game last night for Argos. They just running more and more people on as Bremen's just playing with the same girls.
Yep.
Until the red card, I don't know if they had a sub all game.
Yeah, that red card is unfortunate. I think it was Chana that got it. I'm not sure what she said, but
she made a threatening gesture toward one of the players after getting a yellow card, and the referee said that's enough of that.
Yeah,
shut it down.
I figured it was something she said to the official.
Yeah, no,
she's a very, very lively girl.
Yeah,
she's got lots of energy.
Yeah,
so,
it was definitely on display there, and it was one of those where she's running back. You get kind of see like, man, let the emotions get the best of me there, but
yeah. All right, goal kick. And it's going to be settled.
Argos.
Good. Plays it back. Good give and go.
Another chance here.
And it's broke up. Good defense. And you hear Coach Stone over there. He just said, "Come on, Black."
Yeah.
And they're pressuring like crazy, but it's not enough. He wants you got to want more. And here comes Stone going to run through, and Shelfie Zeiger clears it. They go Allen wide to Dottle. Dottle forward, and Stone's going to get a chance for a cross. She puts it in, and it's headed out. Great done. Defensive play by Shelfie again. Header, and going to give the corner kick for the Dragons. All right. And Kaylee Carlton's going up. Kaylee Carlton very physical, very strong. And the ball doesn't quite get there. And that's going to leave a counterattack of possibly for Lancers. Brenner, give and go.
Too much life here.
Yep.
They're getting more pep just on their way down the field here.
Back in, and it's broke up.
Great
tackle. And it's played wide and throw in. Good recovery. Great counterattack by the Lancers.
Yeah. First, they had as much energy as I've seen them have on that way down the field. I think they kind of got some big eyes hoping to capitalize.
Broke up. Here comes Allen. Takes a touch away from that pressure, and that's just smart. Puts it forward to Swathwood. Swathwood puts it up, and that's a great ball to Shepard. And Shepard cuts across, and it's a little too heavy, but she's going to go after it and can't get to it. And that's great defensive play. Swathwood off of LaVille, and it's still in. Shepard. Yeah. Dunlap, Shepard.
As they've done all game, Argos doing an excellent job of balancing patience with aggression.
Yeah. And the fans over here,
Yeah.
you hear them, they're talking, oh, yeah, you got to push them or hit them. It's all 50-50. It's good
Yeah.
quality,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
strength, and it's under control.
And I would say to that end, I feel like both teams are playing pretty physical, getting to, appropriately using bodies to try to take up space. And
Yeah. And it's good, clean, physical soccer, and that's what you want. There's nothing worse than a really slow, methodical, boring soccer game.
right.
We want some tenacity. We want the kids to show heart. And
we have a veteran coaching or a veteran officiating crew out here. I believe I don't know who's running center field here. I'm trying to think of his name.
he's been in the system for a long time.
I'm trying to think.
He used to play. Yeah.
And because he's a wrestling official, too. I'm a wrestling coach.
Yeah.
And he's a wrestling official, a very good one. And so is Larry Dona, a good wrestling official. And these guys who have done some high-level stuff and know how to handle pressure situations.
Well, yeah, he's been my center at Ancilla College. So I know that he knows what he's doing, and he's just letting them play. It's a good match. So. And
these guys were running Tuesday also, but and when things got a little too chippy, they definitely shut it down, called girls together, threw some yellow cards, that sort of thing, making sure everything's staying clean.
And here's where you have a problem sometimes where fans are trying to be coaches. The girls got to throw it down the line, or it's not dangerous if they lose it.
Right.
And they're saying throw it in the center, and then Dunlap runs through and just about has an opportunity to go straight to goal. And that's where you have to have those long sermons with parents sometimes.
Well, and soccer's tough, too, because you're right. I mean, people are right there on the field.
You betcha.
And it's tough to keep that from. And again, you got kids hearing uncles and dads and moms and stuff like that out there, and that's kind of a struggle to who am I listening to kind of thing.
You betcha. Great play. Shepard, it's broke up. Allen's not going to be able to get to it, and here comes the Lancers. Looks and waits too long, and a good tackle out of Dunlap. Allen, she takes a touch, and it's out of bounds. Should be a throw for Argos, and there's another sub. Vanderweel, Boffman back in. Out goes Allen. Out goes Shepard.
Again, as we've seen Tuesday night, subs come in and you just don't see a lot of difference in play. It all looks very much the same.
Yeah, they all have a place. They all know what they're supposed to be doing. And a big part of that is there's not too much of a drop in quality, really.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's because they all practice together. They all run the same system, and they all know exactly what they're supposed to do. And they go about it in the same way every time.
Yeah. And again, as we alluded to earlier in the broadcast, trusting the coaches and trusting your teammates that when a girl says, hey, I need a quick blow, that it's not, she's not being lazy. She wants to make sure everybody's running as hard. Wants to get the energy back and go, and it's very evident out here just watching these girls play. A lot of trust in the program.
Yeah, Leo
Mercado, that's the last name.
Leo Mercado. Thank you, Mr. Gordon.
Yes.
Wherever he's at. I don't even know if he's here. He's probably just listening somewhere. Mark Gordon, the signer.
Said Leo is a pretty darn good wrestling official as well.
Yeah. Throw in for the Lancers. Now it's down at Dragon's End for a while here. Let's see what they can do. Brenner throwing it in. Captain. Here she goes and puts it in the center. And it's hit, missed. And that's a great tackle. And Dottle,
even as deep as it is down there in Argos territory, Argos just seems in complete control of the situation.
Yeah. And there's a free kick. Dottle with the foul.
almost if I'm Argus, I'm almost saying let's just run that second half right now.
Yeah.
Because 10 minutes away, give LaVille a chance to gather their thoughts.
Well, we talk about it more often than not. The kids will come out of the second half and they'll be what the coach says to them, what they're feeling inside, and how they're going to change things to make it a better play. Monty lets it go out, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Dragons. Vanderbilt puts it back up the line, and it's going to be throw-in for the Lancers. Good throw-in, headed forward, and she's going to do it again.
And again, first touch by Argus. They're all over that throw.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen LaVille, to be honest. I haven't seen them this flat, and I don't know how long. The wind is out of the sail in there.
Yeah.
Struggling big time.
Yeah. And Argus, to their credit, is walking with a posture saying the exact opposite about themselves, that, we're in control of this game. We know we're in control of this game.
Yeah, and we're not going to give you a break to get back in it.
Absolutely.
So you're going to have to earn it the entire time.
And I'm sure LaVille's coaching staff very eager for this last 11-19 to tick off, get a chance to, again, get the girls off the field for a second.
Yeah.
And get some things discussed.
Well, I think for the longest time, Angie Dunlap was always an assistant coach here at LaVille, Argus alum, related to Morgan and Courtney Dunlap, aunt to him, and she kind of always helped with that, some of that tenacity and a new coach, new program. He's lost quite a bit of players, some good seniors this last year, so it makes it a little different. So we're going to see what this rest of this half brings, but right now it's still Argus is on the move. Well, AR thought it was a touch, and yep, it was a tip. See, Leo saw him, so he saw it, and then and out goes Dunlap, and in comes Allen, senior. Ali Zom, freshman. Great play by Stone from Brenner. Teammates. Teammates in travel, respected. But when it comes out here, there won't be any love lost. It's all about the school.
And as much as everybody wants to win a sectional, it heightens everything that much more when these are people you're going to be seeing as you do your off-season training and stuff.
Yeah. All right, Mark Gordon's home watching on the big screen. Give him a shout-out for the information. Zom goes in the middle, a little bit dangerous, but gets it over to Burkholder. Puts it in an angle, and it's cut off, but Dragons, Vanderbilt, tries a bicycle kick. Burkholder, touch out of the air. First touch, but unfortunately it curled out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Lancers.
Yeah, unfortunate, but again, Argus keeping things clunky for LaVille on offense, just not letting them get into a rhythm.
Goes wide. Hampton's got plenty of time. Looks, puts it forward to Boffman. Boffman's going to go wide out to Zom. And doesn't get quite strength on the pass, but Dragons are 3 and 4 to cover deep. And Boffman. And there's a good – see the LaVille starting to get a little more energy. Yeah. Starting to understand, hey, we're going to have to take it at them. Zom goes, good throw. Zeiger's going to back up. Fakes, and Boffman.
And nobody wants to be down 2-0, but once you are down 2-0, the silver lining is the freedom of, well, what's going to happen? We got a 3-0? I mean, we might as well just go.
You got to go for it.
You have to. I mean, there's nothing to lose now.
Yep.
And
yeah, you lose by 2, you lose by 3. It doesn't matter. But if you don't pressure and you don't try, you're never going to get a goal.
And plus, that's just harder to live with for the next 9 months before you get back in next August and get things going again.
Yeah, and that's a coaching standpoint. For the seniors, sometimes it's your feelings the rest of your career unless you go on to the next level.
Yeah.
So, and you never get that back.
Right.
It's one of those hard things that you got to deal with. And when they talk about college sports, professional sports, when it comes down to it, I still think winning a state at your high school is probably the most important, the largest tournament of your life, no matter how professional or semi-pro or college or collegiate you go to. It's always the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And
well,
it's your school. You've been there for multiple years.
These are the people you've known since you were in kindergarten, and it's just there's something special about it. Plus, it's the first time you really understand what it means to truly be successful at something. You can have a good 10-12 team, but you don't really get it till you're in high school and you're doing the weightlifting and you're doing the everything that goes with it, keeping track of a high academic course load, which we know a lot of these kids are doing.
You betcha.
And it's something to behold.
Yeah, and we're different. All of our local schools are different than the Penns and the Marians and so on and so forth, because these are all multiple sport athletes, and they do everything, and they're in FFA, they're in band, they're in all these extracurriculars, and they're putting in tons of time. And when it comes down to it, that's why smaller schools students actually end up being more well-adjusted for workloads because they understand time management and they understand the pressure of, I got to get this done, this deadline, I got this, and so on and so forth. And they accomplish it. And where a lot of the big schools, they don't do as much, and they only play one sport because they're not going to be a star tennis player and a star soccer player and then be decent at basketball. They're just I'm one sport and only, So.
Well, and understand the pressure, too, of, if we're going to have a basketball team, a wrestling team, where my buddy needs me to come out and do this.
Yeah, we need the numbers,
maybe it's not my favorite thing, but otherwise the program folds up.
Yeah. It's really a huge testament to the small schools, especially in our area. And we see good numbers, and we always see balance in battles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and there's a great ball. It's over her head. All she's got to do is touch it in, and it's goal by Boffman.
Wow.
And that's a beautiful ball by Shepard into the middle.
And again, LaVille never wanted to give up that third goal, but under the 10-minute mark, so close to halftime, that hurts. That
was just over the keeper's head.
Yep.
But nobody in white went to it.
Yeah.
And you had basically Boffman and two other girls from the Lady Dragons standing there waiting.
Yeah.
And
sense of urgency has been an issue.
Argos goal by Parker Boffman, assist to Sydney Shepard.
And instantly it's taken away. And boy, this is not the scoreline I figured. And this isn't the same looking Dragons team that just played Bremen the other night.
Oh no,
this is. They are well and on it. So great play. Lancers put it forward. And the official's in the way, and that's just the way the luck has been for tonight. And passes broke up. Good give and go. And here they go. And it's stopped by Burkholder. She's first-time right-back player this season. Never played defense, and she is absolutely loving it.
Yeah, that's neat. That's neat to see. And it's always neat, too, to see players embrace, in any sport, embrace a defensive mentality, because that doesn't always get the press or the pats on the back in the hallway.
Yeah.
And it's always neat to see kids take on those unsung roles.
Well, and as a senior, to change your whole form and become a defender is just fantastic. And here comes a foot race. And Trumpy's getting around her, and she gets to the ball first, cutting towards the goal.
She's got the speed. Going to try to keep the pressure on here.
And drags it out. Oh, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, look like the
almost thought LaVille dragged it out. Yep, it must have been across the line, and that's good hustle from both players.
Yeah, official certainly has a better angle than we do.
Well, I know how that goes. I'm an official myself, and I just goal kick is a goal kick.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the things I've discussed before in some of our broadcasts, that even when it is a bad call, these are the reasons that you do the high school sports. Is sometimes you do everything you're supposed to. It doesn't work out your way, and that's you just got to eat it.
Yeah,
the breaks don't fall your way sometimes, and
complaining to the officials the last thing that's going to help your team.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
It's if they don't typically blow the whistle quickly on a tackle or something, they're not going to blow it. So you get up and play, and you don't worry about it. because if you do, the other team's already going the other direction and taking the ball with them. So Brenner, and she has just been swarmed today. And Gabby Allen has been running the midfield for the Dragons. Shepard hits it up, and it's going to go into the box for the keeper.
Again, LaVille needs to watch there. Again, just kind of trusting that ball's going to go where it's supposed to. But the Dragons were surging there again, hoping something might, some scraps might be there to poke in again.
Good play.
I think it speaks to Argos' respect of LaVille's program as well. That I don't think at this point in time in the game there's any lead they feel like is safe. They don't want to.
No.
They don't think there's a 3-0 lead they can sit on or a 4-0 lead they can sit on. There's an entire half of soccer to play.
Shelfie breaks it up. Nice little Cruyff turn from Dunlap, and a through ball is just not enough pace on it, and Shelfie stopped it. But she's not waiting. And here's another throw in for Dowdle. Tara Dowdle's calling for Parker Boffman and then throws it over to Dunlap. Here comes a chance, puts it through, and Boffman gets around her.
A chance here.
And puts it in, and what a save, a diving save on the near post.
And again, if fans, if you've watched the Culver broadcast, I said this several times, I always makes my heart sink when I see these 3-0 first half scores when keepers are playing like this. She's done a great job.
Yeah.
There's been very unfortunate circumstances for her. Obviously fortunate for Argos, taking advantage of things, but she's done everything she can.
Well, first thing I tell every goalkeeper that I work with, no matter what, unless there's a card, the other team had to go through 10 players before they got to you. So, now obviously Bremen the other day, it was 9 towards the end, but still, the whole point of the matter is it's the teams allowed them to get down there and put that in onto the goal to where you had to be forced to make a save. So you can't blame yourself. It's a team win, a team loss. So, but that's not always easy.
Yeah,
with keepers.
No, absolutely, absolutely.
I've seen some good players get shaken up just over a goal. So played wide. Allen turns away.
Lost footing a little bit.
Yeah, yep. Second hit. Kaylee Carlton.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Played forward. Broke up by LaVille. Going backwards. And Trump's forced it wide. And she takes it. Abby over there for LaVille, number 27. She is very fast too. And another quality young player. Keeper runs out, gets it. And Dunlap hustling back, trying to get there. Look at the hustle. I like the fact that they're still working super
20
hard.
20 seconds left and not leaving anything to chance here.
I'm going to have a break here. And here comes Vanderwill.
Oh, man.
Vanderwill looks.
At 10 left.
Comes across.
9, 8,
Allen
7,
looks at Dunlap.
5.
And it's broke up, and it's going to be a long ball straight to the keeper. And that's going to do it for the first half. Argos is going in with a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, dominant.
End of the first half of Sectional 35, second round, first game action here at Newton Park.
We'll take a quick break for hear from one of our sponsors. This is RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors.
Tom Kruger Construction, serving all of your building needs. From kitchen and bathroom remodeling to new home construction, you can always count on Kruger. Call or email anytime. Tom Kruger Construction.
RTC Fiber Communications. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice, data, and video connectivity for the 21st century. Local service, local support, local investment. Online at rtc1.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, back here at Newton Park, we're going to go ahead and put this on mute and take a look at the nice field here they have at Newton Park. We'll be back with you as we wind down a little closer to the second half. Again, this is RTC TV4, Sectional 35, Ladies Soccer.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local business.
All right, back here at Newton Park, I'm Mike Bushman with Andy Stone and Colton Miller, ready to get the second half started. Argos dominating first half 3-0, and Coach, you were talking about what to say to LaVille at halftime, and I think the message has to be, look, at this point in time, you just got to try to play good soccer and try to feel good about the way the season ends. If something happens, great, but just try to play as good as you can, especially for the seniors. Try to have something that you can feel good about going home tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's 100% positive energy pep talk style with a bit of cattle prod.
Yeah.
You got to get them fired up, got to get them going. But I'm telling you right now, the girls are all out with their arms crossed, and they're standing with poor posture. They're not
feeling a little chilly.
They're not looking like they're antsy and bouncing up and down, ready to go and charge it. So I don't know what this half is going to in store for them, but 2-0. We talked about it. You could battle back, but 5 minutes before the half, and the Dragons get a third one in, and that's just going to be a very huge mountain to climb. And they do have the sun in the keeper's eyes for the Dragons, so that's going to give them a little bit of an advantage and help them. But right now, I don't know.
And from Argos' perspective, obviously, I mean, this nothing fast, because a goal quick, and all of a sudden now breathe a little life into the Lancers, and again want to use your body posture and stuff to emphasize to them, hey, we're in control of the game. Don't worry about it. We got this.
Yeah, if they're Coach Stone probably told them, hey, just continue what we've been doing. Keep the high pressure. Keep moving the ball.
Yep.
Communicate, and we'll be fine. So. And immediately the ball has been turned, and it's all the way down about to the it's on the sideline, but over about the 18. And here comes Dragons tap it back forward. Headed back forward. That's a good slip, and it's broke up. And Kaylee Carlton says, hey, we're putting it up the middle, and let's see what we can do. And Abby goes out and meets it there. And it's going to be played forward to Laura Stone. She's on the wing, and she gets broke up and going to be throw in for the Lady Dragons. Let's see if I can get her last name for the Lancers. All right. This program is a little different than the boys I've been used to for the last couple of days. So number 27 is Abby Leonard. So she's doing a great job as a freshman. Here's the long bounce, and Peyton Betts is going to go wide with it. And she's going to probably just put it right out of bounds and allow the Dragons to get reset.
Yeah, not a lot of panic there.
Nope.
It is just understanding that, again, LaVille's a good team. There's going to be some balls going down your end of the field, and just take care of business and cover your responsibility.
Yeah, she put it out, and that gets time for the Dragons to set back up. And ball's played in. And it's going to be throw in for the Lancers again.
I think both of our other two teams maybe just one has arrived and started to get warmed up.
Well, Rochester's actually in the stands over here watching the game.
Okay, I didn't see them.
They're here in the front row watching the game. So as one of those two are going on to battle the Dragons, and right now, both teams are probably hoping there's some sort of dramatic comeback, because they probably do not like the way the Lady Dragons are playing.
This is looking very, very impressive.
It's a quick throw in. Brenner and Dunlap doesn't go to it, and Burkholder does. It's broke up, but Burkholder still going all the way across the pitch, and here she goes at an angle and throws it forward, and unfortunately for her, it gets blocked by the Lancers. And there's a miscue, and here comes Laura Stone up the line.
I have a burst here.
Leonard is going back and gets her from behind, and it's going to be throw in for the Dragons. Good tough play. Shepard. You know, she didn't sprint over to get that ball. Trot over, get it, turn, look. Take a few seconds off the clock.
Yeah, no hurry right now.
Oh. There was a foul on the Dragons.
I think so. I didn't see what it was. That was definitely the call, but
Yeah, they ran into each other. Coach Stone was asking how that was a call, and Dunlap, who got it, Laura Stone got it from behind, really wasn't a call, but great play out of the Dragons. Just 2 passes, and it's already the third one's across the pitch. Dottle back in the center, and here comes Laura Stone running onto it. And Teachka's shot, and that's going to be saved by the keeper. Good one hit there off of Stone. Takes a one-touch shot, and then saved by the keeper, and there's a long punt. Brenner goes wide. And Betts blocks it. Great tackle by Betts. Out of bounds, throw in for the Lancers. Hampton. And it's out of bounds, throw in. Ball in the middle. Drops it. Blocked. Kayla Carlton puts it wide. Brenner battling for it. Shepard. Brenner. Down the line. Good turn in. Broke up, and here comes Dunlap. Goes forward. Stone turns. Fakes, and it's good defensive play. Number 15.
Getting still very deliberate, though, by the Dragons.
Yep, here's a good ball through. Shelfie Zeiger's got a battle with Stone. 1 foot left, and it just goes wide of the goal. That's a good opposite foot hit by Stone.
Yeah, that was well struck. Just a little off there.
Trump's going in, Stone's going out.
Again, with the some of the bounces that Argos has gotten, I don't think they're going to complain too much.
Yeah.
They've had some really go their way. And again, you tell athletes all the time, when you play hard and do things the right way, the ball does bounce your way.
Yeah.
You know, it's
good things happen when it's in front of the goal. So
absolutely,
you got to put it there early and often. And here's Brenner. Goes in the center. Nice ball. And Betts turns it back to her right. Hits it up, and that's just good play. Good play by LaVille. Put it back in the center. Turns. Goes forward down the line.
Try to go for an offensive attack here, but just run down.
Burkholder says, all right, we'll just put it out.
Yep.
Waste a little time.
Tick,
Set up the defense. And Allen. Good pressure. Great work by Gorka to get the ball in the middle. Dunlap turns it. Great shielding on the ball. Here comes Boffman. She sees her, and she's onside. Here comes Boffman. It's a foot race, and Shelfie's going to beat her.
Get outrun, yeah.
Yeah, Shelfie is a fast player, but Boffman comes away with it. And it's a good hit and saved.
Ooh.
And Trumpy makes sure she does not hit the keeper and pulls up. And Boffman was outran, but unable to convert after she got around the defense. Nice turn, pull back from Allen. Goes wide again. Boffman has plenty of time. Left foot towards the middle. Trump back to Allen. Allen up to Dunlap. Good tackle. She still got it, and over the goal.
And they're continuing their aggressive play at the goal.
Yeah, that's 4 shots already this half.
Yeah.
1 over, 1 to the side, and the keeper saved 2. So Dunlap's out. Stone's in. Cagney Hoffman looks like she's getting ready on the sideline. Stone has it. She's going to take one from distance, and it could be in. And what a save again by the keeper.
Good effort.
Great work on both squads there.
Yes.
Beautiful hit from Stone and an amazing save. Tips it over the bar, and that's going to be a corner kick for the Dragons.
And again, we talked about this at the very beginning of the half, wanting to, however the outcome goes, end the game the right way, and keep her definitely making sure she can hold her head high when she's on the ride home tonight.
She's been under some pressure, and
Yes.
she's handled it quite well. Good ball in. It's loose and missed. Allen just hits it too far.
And I know you talked about some scouts in the stands here, and you being a college coach, I know that's one of the things that when you're looking at the level before to the level after, it's not always about, saves and goals and that sort of stuff. It's like, how are you handling yourself? How are you carrying yourself? What's your physical reaction to adversity and success and that sort of stuff? And again, LaVille's keeper doing a great job of keeping her head in the game despite the adversity here.
Well, the old saying is you can teach a dog tricks, as long as it's got a brain. But
Yep.
and as long as a solid player has a good head on their shoulders and keeps that positive mentality in battles and doesn't give up, you can teach them and improve their actual physical game. But if they could be the greatest player in the world but have a, as the old saying goes, 10-cent head.
She was in the air there. It looked. They actually didn't call it the other way.
Yeah,
Very similar play at the other end of the field that was also not called. I have to say I think the officials have been fairly consistent tonight.
Yeah. I caught that too. I saw him with it.
Again, a chance here for the Lancers. And that's a handball.
Yeah, it should have been.
They did miss that.
But it's more of a ball to hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's going to talk to the AD about language because the gentleman next to us was swearing.
Oh, boy.
I heard that.
That's not good.
And that's probably what it's going to be. And he's moving down.
I think we have a LaVille girl hurt down
Yeah,
here.
she was. Yeah, I think it's a little Gorka.
Did she catch one to the face? It looks like that's what she's holding.
Her head. I think she might have a.
Maybe fell down and whacked her head.
Yeah,
on
I
the
don't
ground?
know. I don't know for sure. And nowadays, you can never be too careful, and you always got to watch for the concussion protocols and baselines on that. So
yeah,
we want to make sure, and that's you stop the game immediately nowadays. Stopped immediately on a head injury. So it's
yeah. I mean, they've adjusted the game down low, or they're not even allowed to head the ball till I think age 10.
Yeah, it's been changed, and the biggest thing, and I've been a coach for many years. I feel we ought to allow them head it when they're younger, because if you teach them the right way when they're little, then they learn the proper way and they don't have that fear.
Yeah.
But most concussions, and I can say this because my daughter plays at Franklin College. She just got released from a minor concussion, and what they call minor concussion. But most of it comes from body to body, head to head, or head to ground, not ball from an actual ball.
But is it the hitting the ball that they're worried about, the younger kids, or is it two kids going to head it, smacking heads together? That's always what I thought.
With the younger kids, they're just worried about the kids heading the ball. Okay. And I think if you teach them properly, they won't have it, because most kids won't go after it anyways. They're not that tenacious.
Right. So. I know my son got called for a illegal header, and
sometimes
his coach,
it's not.
Well, I think his coach even his coach even said, "Look, that's the right soccer play."
Yeah.
So if we got to take a penalty and you understand the right soccer play, I was actually pleased that was the message that was sent, and not never had the ball. And again, he explained to him that's why. And at 7, he didn't know what the heck was going on.
Yep. Well, I hope they allowed their sub to get on. So we don't want it to turn into this. Look at like Brenner and Burkholder here, the Argos and LaVille girls. They're friends. They're teammates. They're competitors. Yeah. They understand it's part of the game. It had nothing to do with anything.
Absolutely.
And we want to make sure that the crowds don't tarnish the quality of the game. Good work. And that's a good ball forward, broke up by Burkholder. Here's another one, and Vanderweel's going to get there and shields it, allows it to go out, and throw in for the Dragons. Just a good, smart play.
Yeah,
no reason to try to turn into defense. Just let it go out, take the throw in.
A few extra seconds tick off the clock doesn't hurt either.
And Burkholder says, hey, you go on up and let me throw it. And there's a good throw. Trump battles. Morgan breaks it up. Played forward. And Brenner is still hustling. You got to like her tenacity, going after it no matter what. She doesn't care what the scoreline is. She's a senior, and she doesn't want it to end now.
I'll give Leo Mercado some credit too on handling the fan interaction. I've seen a lot of officials try to take care of that themselves. It's just not the right thing to do. And
yeah, it's how it is. It's not going to help anything.
Right.
But kudos to LaVille and their staff.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately comes across, addresses the situation with the fans, saying, "Hey, you're not helping our team."
Yeah,
and
subtly and not making us think about it. Just that's not the representation that we want. So we'll move on from there.
Yeah. Allen has it, takes a touch wide. She's going to go upfield. Trumpy, nice settle. Turns, looks, got Dunlap, but she has time. Goes ahead, gives it to Dunlap. Now Stone's going to try to stay on side. And hits it forward. It's broke up. Allen's going to get it. Now over to Stone. Stone's got time. Goes around the freshman. Goes forward over to Shepard. Shepard cuts back. Gets tipped away. The freshman over there takes care of business. Abby is working hard, and she's done great well. Look at that. Allen back in the center. And it's played to the keeper, and she picks it up.
Yeah, that was.
And they're going to call it. And the fans, you wait for the fans. We talk about that all the time. You wait for the fans.
That was not a play on the ball. That was.
Yeah.
And again, wisely going over, nothing, not making it dramatic, just saying, hey, let's keep it clean, keep it on the ground. Let's not get too yippy. And low key is best.
27.5 left in the game. Dragons up 3-0.
And I'll tell you too, I've as I said before, I've
It's a
seen,
good hit and tipped over again.
Job.
Another great save.
I've seen Leo ref a lot of wrestling matches, and I haven't seen him officiate soccer, but I assume he's the same way, where he's just not going to get rattled.
No,
you're not,
as the old saying goes, he's been called worse by better people.
Yeah, exactly. He just doesn't raise his voice, doesn't get too worked up, but totally and absolutely controls the situation.
Well, the first time the Dragons played, they played 3-0 at half and allowed LaVille to score one in the first meeting, and so far it's 3-0, so it's kind of following that same line.
Yeah.
So well, a hard defeat or even a blowout or super close like the Bremen and it's always difficult no matter what when it's one of your last games. And no matter what, these girls have got to keep working hard. Dottle. And Dottle misses, and that's a good offensive play by LaVille.
Yeah, and hung with it too.
Yeah,
with the physical play, staying tough.
The fans were thinking that they were shoving, but there was no arms up. It's all shoulder to shoulder, and that's just good play out of everybody.
And again, I am far from knowledgeable of soccer, but I know that's one of the things that, again, watching my kids play, that you want to play defense more with your body than with your feet. That helps you get in better position. You go stabbing at the ball, and now you're at the wrong.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you got your center of gravity in the wrong spot. You can't recover very well. And
so good ball forward.
And again, credit to the girls. They're not letting this physical play and then their respective sides being a little frustrated with the physical play change how they're playing or how they're interacting with each other. Nobody's buying into it and getting chippy, and nobody's backing down either.
No, it's been great, and you don't see the LaVille's complaining when they're getting bumped, and you don't see Argos complaining. They're just wanting to play.
Yeah.
They understand it's a good, tough physical game, and that's how you play it, and that's what it's all about. So if they're not complaining, the fans really shouldn't, but that's not how it always works.
Oh, that's rarely how it works.
And out of bounds, throw in for LaVille. Betts has it. Puts it wide to Vanderwill. Turns, cuts across the one.
Nice move there.
Gets another one, and
Not sure.
yeah, well, not sure on that one. Not necessarily, but sure on that one. I thought that was a pretty good play, but great pass by Betts. Good settle from Vanderwill, and tough defense. Zeiger puts it back in the middle. Lizzie Edmonds, number 19 for the Dragons. Super tall.
Yeah.
Freshman. Very tall, very good. And as a freshman, she's out there going to be working hard for the Dragons. That's a good ball. Gets it in the middle.
Oh.
And it's a great save by Monty Gonzalez.
Yeah, well
and that's
done.
good to see the pressure by LaVille.
Yeah.
And
Little spunk still at him.
yeah. Edmonds puts it forward.
Again, not rattling the cage of the Lady Dragons very much, though. Not a lot of panic.
No, because they're actually on the move saying, hey, we got numbers now. And there's a ball forward, and Laura Stone's going to have to beat them to it. And here she goes. She goes wide, and she cuts it in, puts it in the center. Boffman looks, goes wide to Vanderwill, and it's behind her. And it's out of bounds. Throw in. Subs. Hampton out. Burkholder back in. And Gorka, good to see her back in on the pitch.
Oh, yeah.
After
Definitely.
she must not have been too bad. And ball's played forward, and it's going to be Shelfie Zeiger gets it, taps it wide. Dunlap, Allen. Split out bounce and throw in for the Dragons. And here comes Hannah Trump in for Argos. Well, the Lancers had a quality chance.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
ball in.
And really probably their best one of the game,
Oh,
really.
yeah.
They haven't had a lot of good aggressive moves down on the Argus side.
But Gonzalez saved it. Dunlap to Allen. Allen goes around her. Back to Dunlap. Give and go. Here it comes. Vanderbilt over to Stone. It goes wide. Edmonds puts it in the middle, and it's going to be out of bounds and a goal kick for LaVille. And here Coach Stone's still saying, come on, Black.
Yeah.
So he wants them to stay organized.
Well, and you want to maintain and play good soccer. There's still a game on Saturday yet to play, and it's never a good time to start developing bad habits.
Yep, and now Trump, he's battling over there. And there's still 20 minutes left in this game.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot happen.
Oh, absolutely.
It's less time.
Well, and it was about 11 minutes it seemed like that Argus put up their first two goals. So,
Yep.
again, not only playing the right way, but respecting the LaVille Lancers, that this isn't a team you can kind of blink against at any point in time. And
Yep.
a little run here, but nicely cut off.
Dottle gets taken away. Carlton.
And stays aggressive. They can
She
get
has
some
made a
help here.
difference here for LaVille. Dove, Lauren has been tough, and she's really helped. And that's a good little chance, and it's off of her. It's going to be, they're going to say it's throw-in for LaVille.
Yeah, I think it just skipped right over her foot.
And he tells them, wait a sec, he's got subs coming in.
Okay.
I tell you what, Lauren Dove here on this left side
Yeah.
has changed the pace of this
Yes.
game for the Lady Lancers.
Again, like we talked about before, wanting to, if it's going to end it the right way and take one last chance to play good soccer.
Well, I tell you what, she's a freshman. I
Yeah,
like the way
that's-
she's playing now. I
absolutely.
can't wait to see her in the future. Vanderwill takes it away, puts it forward. Trump, unlucky. Dunlap cuts it. Sees Trump, goes around her, passes,
Move.
and now she wants Stone to move. She goes wide. And Trumpy up the line, and she does back in the middle. Vanderwill puts it forward, and that's going to be just a little too hard. Easy pickup for the keeper.
Coming up on the 60-minute mark, and LaVille showing some signs, but this would have been much better for them about 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes after
Yeah.
the game, first couple goals went in, they needed to have this, and I tell you what, a big part of it's been Duff. She's just tough, and now he's moved her towards the center and said, hey, we're going to take them on. Ball's in. Trump can't get there. Shelfie Zeiger puts it out.
Well done. They get a run again here.
Here comes Gorka.
Chased down nicely, though.
Yeah.
But she's maintaining composure.
Yeah. Dottle takes it away. Takes it away. She's relaxed, puts it in the middle. Unfortunately, it's going to be cut off, and that's a great play by LaVille to step forward. Dunlap has it. Sees Edmonds. Plays it forward. Edmonds continues her run. Takes a nice touch. Goes forward one more to Stone. Stone cuts back, splits them, and loses it. Good defensive play by the Lancers. Brenner cuts back, puts it forward to Gorka, and Dottle once again with the angle reads it well. Zeiger's going to head it. Got a few inches of height on Trump.
Yeah.
And a few years of experience, senior versus freshman. She's making a run, and great give and go by her. And here you go. She's got an opportunity. She takes a hit, and it's blocked.
Nice job. Wow.
And Dunlap has it, and she's going to hit it to Trump, and it's going to roll off and puts it forward.
A little bit of urgency out of the Lancers here. I like this. Good way to wrap this game up.
And see, there it is.
Yeah.
Right there's a perfect example. You got some fans saying something to the players, and the players are saying shush. They don't want to hear it.
Just play.
And that's a good lesson right there.
Not to mention, again, LaVille would love to punch one in here, and that requires the ball being in play.
Yeah.
The longer we mess around and talk about that sort of stuff, the more time ticks off the clock.
Ball played forward to Trump's going to run onto it. Zeiger's coming at an angle. Trumpy still gets the touch, but Zeiger's going to cut it off. And it's going to be played out. Here comes LaVille. And Dragon's going to intercept it. Allen with the shot and saved again.
Yeah.
Good save by the keeper. She has kept them in this game in the second half. Kayla Carlton turns her head. The sun's probably in her eyes. Here's going to be a hard tackle.
Oh,
that's a 50-50. Wow. Oh. You heard the official. Yeah. Learn the game of soccer. He's talking to the fans.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it.
And again, everybody has a chance to go for the ball. And
well, there was no hands up.
Yeah.
You noticed that.
Yeah.
It was just playing body to body.
Yeah. Well, and I'll say.
Oh, that's a good ball in.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, she looked like she fumbled it, but she just put it off her body.
I think that was, knew what she was doing.
Trump settles. Allen got time. Goes around, gives it Dunlap. Dunlap takes it around her. Goes wide, and Trump's got to run onto it. And Dunlap needs to put that more of an angle to the corner to help her out. Ball's played out by the keeper. Shepard settles. Zeiger gets it, puts it back up to Gorka. And it's taken. Dunlap. Played forward. Trump cuts, and she does. She takes it right away from her, takes a shot, and it's saved again. A great save out of the keeper.
Maintaining poise over there.
That's a good hit, and Dove gets it.
Get a run on it, but Argos gets back and recovers very quickly.
Betts slows him down, stands him up, and here comes Allen. Allen turns, fakes, goes back the other way, out of pressure. And back out of pressure again, and go put forward, and it's blocked. Dove. Lauren with a good cut. Here she goes. And waits. The fans are wanting her to pull the trigger on that, and you know what? I got to agree with that one.
Yeah, why not?
She's open. She's in front of the goal. The sun's kind of in her eyes. Go ahead and take a chance.
Again, kind of on a nothing to lose.
Zeiger with,
off target.
Monty will corral the ball. Well, I got to tell you, Miller up there, Colton's doing a fantastic job with that camera.
Yeah,
he does very well with it, keeping up with the action.
And I was talking to Mr. Stricker as well. One of the things I'm always impressed with Colton is not only does he do well, he means to do well. People have tips and advice for him. He's all about trying to do his job as well as he can.
Yep, takes pride in it, and that's what you see out here between these two teams. They're taking pride in this game, not giving up. Boffman puts it in the center, broke up by Shelfie again, hit forward.
Yeah, if anything, LaVille's played more free in the last 9 or 10 minutes than they have the entire rest of the game.
They realize it's go time, and it's almost a little too late, but you love the fact they're going after it.
It may be too late to score 3 goals, but it's never too late to play good soccer.
No, it isn't.
And feel good about the way that you handled yourself out here. And
Dottle puts it long, and Boffman's running onto it. Everybody else was watching her. She has a chance, and it's over the goal. Whew.
Again, like the posture of the LaVille keeper, almost like she's inviting these. I think if they get 6 more shots, I think she's happy. She wants to. I think she wants to go down swinging as much as possible.
Yeah.
And I commend her for that.
Well, she'd probably end up being happy if they didn't have any more shots, but she's not scared of the challenge.
Yeah.
That's for sure. You're right. She's done very well for him tonight. Stone goes through, gets it. Here's a chance, puts it in the middle. Trumpy, and Trump just misses. She's battling, and she keeps from hitting the keeper. Very good play on both sides, and a great sliding save out of the goalie again.
Very decisive.
Yeah. Long hit. Dottle heads it wide, and that's just fine. It's out of bounds, so she's saying, hey, if I take it that way, we got time to regroup, recover, and set up. Brenner. Back over to Seiger, and Shelfie's done well. She's saying, you know what, I'm moving forward. I don't care. I got to go. And misses that one. Shepard. And plays it back to LaVille, and they hit it forward. And here's Gorka. She's going to make a run on it. And that's good work. Good turn. Going to cross it. Broke up by Duff. Got it. Here she has a chance.
Rip at it.
And it hits it, and it's off the post.
My.
Oh, my word. So unfortunate. Off the post. And as you say, sometimes the post is your friend and your enemy, and that was the friend for the Dragons. Oh, my word. The ball's wide, and Allen's going to let it go. Trumpy can't get there. Shelfie has it. Shelfie's going for it. Fakes.
Right back in after it.
Puts it in the middle. Burkholder takes her time, just calm and composed. Look at that. Says, you know what? I see an open lane. I'm taking it.
And there's a lot of this grass to run, too, with up like they are trying to press.
Good tackle and throw in for the Lancers. Just under 12 minutes, and we've seen the second gear come out of the Lancers. The Dragons are composed, but they don't need to park the bus, as they say. They're going to have to keep that ball moving forward. The only portion that LaVille's got to be ready for is when you're pressing this high and this hard, the counterattack will be open.
Oh, yeah.
Shelfie's got it, and it's a good tackle. Dove. Vanderbilt pushes off. Here got the ball. Brenner. With the move, Brenner's going to take a chance, and it's blocked again by the Dragons. Betts goes up and takes it for the team, prevents that shot.
I got to feel like, though, if I'm playing for LaVille, I'm the heartbreak of a 4th goal is not going to be as great as the relief of getting one in there and not getting shut out. So I think that they'll trade off giving up a run to Argos if that's the way it goes to try to press this thing and get one in there.
Well, 3 subs going in for the Dragons. And there it is. Here comes the subs. Dunlap. Dottle's taking a break. Zom's coming in the back. He's got Morgan Dunlap all the way in the back. Coach Stone is on the same thing that you're thinking, and he doesn't want to allow him to have that one goal.
and psychologically going into
the next game, keeping a shutout does boast your team well.
And for Culver and Rochester to have to see that, psychologically for them too.
And there it is, and that's a good save. Wow. And Hoffman tries to head it, and it's another save by the keeper. Boy, that was a great play from the bodies of one of the defenders. I don't know who got in front of it. there was
kind
a group of them.
Massive humanity down there.
And good save. The ball's played out, and Aschenbrenner has it. Stone got burnt, and she knew it. And Vanderweel. Hampton. Shepard heads it forward. Allen settles it and goes wide. And it's going to roll out of bounds, and Zom's going over, going to back up. And she wanted it. Zeiger has it, plays it forward, and that's a beautiful ball. Here comes Gorka.
Got another chance here.
And Dragons
Good
stand
recovery.
them up.
Good recovery.
And here's Can's chance. Dove misses.
And she's swarmed aggressively.
Zom. And she mishits. The freshman
Yeah.
with the mishit. Shelfie with the good throw. Dove again.
Got a chance here if she can. No.
Betts.
I misread that angle.
Brenner
myself.
misses, and Burkholder comes away with it. Plays it up to Hoffman. Cagney Hoffman, first-time player for first season ever playing soccer, basketball player for the Dragons. Wanted to go ahead and try it. And she's out here now in a huge sectional game. Hampton cuts it off and plays it up and throw in again for the Lady Lancers. Dunlap. LaVille plays it forward, and Zom, the freshman, puts it up. Vanderweel. And Lady Lancers have had some pressure here in the last 5-10 minutes, but now the tank is almost empty, and you can start to see now it's going to start swaying back towards the Dragons, and you're getting some miss hits, some big swings without any connection on the ball. So.
And in the way they're swinging kind of from their heels, I think Argos will even take those even if they make contact because they're looking just to blast it down the field.
Yeah.
Which is going to chew clock and give Argos a chance to get reset.
Edmonds back in for the Dragons. Puts it over to Stone. Stone turns. Gets another deflection. Here comes Hoffman. Hoffman's going to look wide to Zom. And it's broke up. And now they play forward to Gorka. Hampton comes across. And touch is out of bounds. It says it's still in.
Yeah.
And now it's out of bounds with that one.
You talk about Cagney Hoffman picking this up, trying it out. That's one of the neat things I think about soccer is it's a sport that's really easy to pick up and figure out, but very difficult to get very good at. So you can come out here and you try to play baseball. If you've never swung a baseball and seen a live pitch in your life, you don't even have a chance out there.
Yeah.
You just might as well. At 16, you're not going to figure that out right then. And I think football sometimes goes the other way where you can never play football in your life. Ooh. Somebody give you a few quick lessons, and you can go out there and play with anybody.
Yeah.
But soccer is something you can go out there and not look silly, but to be one of the best,
it takes
you need to be
lots
pretty good.
of touches.
You have to.
Athleticism helps big time in this sport.
And you can go out there and try it out, and not and participate.
Yeah.
And not be foolish out there, but.
Allen with a great ball forward. And here's Hoffman going to make a run through, and it's broke up by LaVille.
Again, speaking of that right there, you could see her just that slight bit of indecisiveness.
Yep.
And again, that's I'm sure that's one of the things Coach wants is get her in here and get her some run in a high stakes game.
Yeah. Well, with 6 minutes left, the senior Allen goes out. Kayla Carlton comes back in. Zom, the freshman, going to be throwing it in. Throws it down the line, and they're going to get another throw in. Deep at the LaVille end. We got two girls wanting to throw it in. Each got their own soccer ball. Morgan, Dunlap has it, goes around her, going to cross it, and it's going to be caught by the keeper. It's missed, and nobody's there, and it's going to be a corner kick.
While we're on that topic of the two girls getting ready to throw in, I want to say the girls running sideline here with the balls have done a great job.
Oh, yeah, the ball girls, they've been fantastic.
They were on Tuesday night, too. They're all over it and paying attention and locked into what's going on, and I'm impressed.
Well, it's a little Riley Aschenbrenner.
Okay.
Younger sister of Lindsay and Kelsey, who's on the team. Side net ball goes out. Going to be a goal kick. One of my travel players from U910 that was at the time. Now she's about junior high ranks and this and that, but I tell you what, she understands the game. She's been around it her entire life, and so is her little sister. So
And you can tell watching these girls run sideline, they know what they're watching out there, and
yeah, they read the ball.
helps-
They read the ball. They know what's going out. They
helps the
understand
games
it.
run
Yeah.
smoothly too.
And Coach Stone telling them, hey, let's go, Black. Hoffman just about gets it. And there's a ball. And heavy legs with that pass. A little off target. Four minutes left in the game. Laura Stone, senior captain, comes out. Puts the freshman Trump in. And good throw. And it's out of bounds, and another one for the Dragons. Hoffman relaxes and throws it right in, makes the simple one. Zom puts it in the middle. Nobody's there. Burkholder comes through and gets it. She's going to lead Trump. Trump's going to be racing and can't get there. They play it wide, hits her, goes out of bounds. Goal kick for Lady Lancers.
Just want to remind our fans here, if we do like we did on Tuesday, we'll be shifting this coverage from the Argos over to the Culver. So I don't know that it'll just sit continuous or if you'll have to go and get back out and get back in to start the game again.
I'm not sure. I know in Argos we shut it off and restarted under a new set of teams. I'm not real sure how it's going to go here.
I don't think we turned it off last time.
Okay.
But I also wasn't running producer last night. It's Coach Stevens doing that. I didn't. I wasn't privy.
You got the big shoes tonight.
Yeah. I'm sure. Mr. Sager will send me a text if I'm saying anything wrong. He's usually good about that if I misspeak here on the air to get me straightened back out.
Well, like we like to say in Argos for the last 6 years or so, because we've been with RTC for about 3 or 4 now, we've got the face for radio. So, well, I tell you what, it's been a great experience. We had the pleasure of covering the girls' basketball when they were down at State. And some of that stuff's just
that's fun.
You can't replace those types of memories. So
absolutely.
And
we talk about this a lot in our broadcast. Getting these things archived is really cool too, to be able to go back and see this stuff later, and it's a really neat opportunity for our small schools. You talk about that too. This is a really cool thing for the small schools in the area to be able to broadcast this out and tell people all over the country, family members who can keep up with what's going on. It's a neat thing.
Yeah, we've got videos that's all over. There's a couple of them back in the day, a few years back, where they've been viewed from 30-some countries.
Yeah,
it's craziness.
It's really neat.
So it's a good stuff for everybody and grandparents especially, because there's a lot of grandparents. And first basketball season, you'll see it big time.
Yep.
Or they're down in Florida, sitting in their nice warm house, and they get to watch the game. So here comes Dove again.
Got a minute and a half left here to try to make something happen.
And it's broke up by Zom, the freshman, Hoffman. Zom, they're going to overlap. Hoffman hits it to her.
Not bad.
Nope. Oh, and she just missed it.
Yeah.
But the idea is correct, and that's what you like to see. Burkholder hits it over to Trump. Trump's going to try to run it down, even at the end of the game up by 3. Sprints all the way to the sideline.
Yeah, again, playing good soccer through to the end, and that's good to see. Good habits.
Trump square. It's broke up. Puts it forward.
One minute.
Well, you got to give it to LaVille. They can hold their heads high. They battled, allowed no more goals, and put some pressure on the Lady Dragons.
Yeah.
So Trump's running on.
And again, the Dragons respect LaVille enough that they're continuing to run this thing out and make sure that they maintain the shutout. And LaVille, I think, can feel pretty good about the way this game ended, but not so good about the score.
Yeah, the total outcome's not going to be what they want. But
and I don't know that this game plays out with – I don't know the score would be a lot different if this game plays out both teams at full tilt. It just wouldn't, I don't think, have been 2-0 so early in the game. And
making their last charge, Betts.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Betts put it wide. And they're counting down. It's the last few seconds, and that's the end of the game.
Yeah.
And the Dragons come out on top, 3-0, and looks like Culver's not wasting any time. They're getting over, staking out their dugout, which bench they want, and they're going right to it, saying, hey, pick your stuff up, get out of my way.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
congratulations to the Lady Lancers on a great season. Good, hard battle. Yeah, you always feel bad when the season comes to an end, but there's not much you can do with it as the Lady Dragons advance 3-0 at the end of this one. So with that,
yeah, we'll do a quick break from our sponsors, and then we'll cut away here to make sure we get things set up for the Culver-Rochester semifinal game. Again, we're going to go a quick advertiser, and then we'll be out. This is RTC TV 4, Sectional 35, Ladies Soccer.